The following is a presentation of Major League Baseball Productions. "27.
27 outs for their 27th championship.
It's more than a number. The power of pinstripes. A relentless determination to bring the World Series title.
Back in the Bronx.
27.
New ballpark.
New faces.
New traditions. All blending perfectly with those who've been there before.
We call them the Core Four: Posada, Pettit, Jeter, and Mariano.
27.
It was indeed a quest for 27. One fueled by fans, inspired by legends, driven by each other. Know this about the Yankees in 2009. They will get you.
Alex Rodriguez has delivered for New York.
Give them an inch, and they'll hit it a mile.
A thriller by Godzilla.
Make a mistake.
There goes Damon.
We'll seize the moment.
Damon now runs toward third, and there's no one there.
And if you give them a lead, well,
that's it. Game over. Finish.
Good job.
27. It is more than a number. It is the essence of a team with so much
Heart, pride, and passion.
Together, they achieved what they set out to do.
Win.
2009 right here.
Win. Win.
Major League Baseball Productions presents the 2009 World Series film.
Every member of this organization, past and present, has been calling this place home for 85 years. And although things are going to change next year, we're going to move across the street. There are a few things with the New York Yankees that never change. That's pride, it's tradition, and most of all, we have the greatest fans in the world.
With a team so steeped in tradition, those fans have come to expect success. But in 2008, their final season in the old Yankee Stadium, the Yankees failed to reach the playoffs for the first time since 1993. It was a rare, somber moment for everyone associated with the team.
Last year we didn't make it. It was a bad taste for the whole all season. Just thinking about it, just trying to get ready and come back strong for this year.
Their goal in 2009 was stitched on their manager's back. An ever-present and poignant reminder that if they could reclaim glory, they would put the recent string of agonizing playoff failures in the past.
Boston Red Sox have won the pennant. The insects have gotten under the skin of Jabba Chamberlain. This is the third straight year the Yankees have lost in the first round of the playoffs.
Now, they sought to erase those memories in a brand new ballpark, the house that the boss built.
Well, that's the goal. All along is for us to win a championship and to dedicate this trophy, the 27th World Championship, to the boss. We all know he deserves it.
No longer the visible face of the Yankees, Steinbrenner's legacy remained as strong as ever.
My family believes that we have a commitment every single year to our fans to field a championship caliber team.
That commitment was reinforced during the offseason when the Yankees signed two of the most prized free agent pitchers, CC Sabathia and A.J. Burnett.
It's a commitment to both invest and reinvest in the present and in the future.
And that future included the best available position player, too.
This is a great day for me. My goals are the same goals as the Yankees, and that's to win a World Series.
Getting them all in their prime with the old guard guys still playing well, it was a real opportunity for them to go all the way this year.
Just kind of one of these?
Yeah.
They also brought a little spice to the clubhouse with the acquisition of Nick Swisher.
Today was a big day for me. I was really excited about it.
When you come over here, you're part of the best. And in my mind, I've soaked that up. I've enjoyed that. I've bought into the Yankee family and the Yankee attitude. It's all about winning, there's no doubt.
Even those who'd seen it all knew something was in the air.
I was happy, and couldn't wait for spring training to start.
But spring training was far from idyllic. For Alex Rodriguez decided to have much-needed hip surgery, which would keep him out of the lineup until early May. Suddenly, all the optimism surrounding the 2009 Yankees began to wane. And once the season got underway, the outlook was bleak.
The Red Sox sweep the Yankees.
The Yankees have lost 5 in a row.
We had lost some games late in April and May that were frustrating losses.
And an awful homestand ends for the Yankees.
Mark Teixeira had struggled for most of that time while A-Rod was out. And the Yankees really hadn't shown their personality for this team and what they can do.
So, good to be back. Hi, guys.
And when he returned, Alex didn't waste any time giving his team a jolt.
Can you believe this? Baseball theater. His first at bat, first pitch. A-Rod delivers a 3 RBI homer.
Ever since I came back from Colorado after hip surgery, I just felt all along this year I was playing with the house's money. The fact that I'm out there playing is truly a miracle.
You can see how happy his teammates are that he is back.
A-Rod's effect on the lineup was both immediate and impactful.
Got off to that slow start, but once Alex Rodriguez came back, everything settled in for Mark Teixeira.
The team seemed to pick up its game, and the rest of baseball was about to pay the price.
Really all started, to me, against Minnesota when we seemed to have a walk-off win every day in a 4-game series.
That one's looped into left field. That is going to be a base hit. It is a walk-off 2-run single for Melky Cabrera.
That series against the Twins was a huge turning point in this season.
There it goes. Deep left. It is high. It is far. It is gone. An A-bomb from A-Rod.
I'm living proof of their clutch performances in 2009 because they walked us off 3 times, I think, in 4 days.
There's a drive. The Yankees are walking off again.
3 walk-off wins for the Yankees, and another mob at home plate at the new house.
It starts to give you that feeling there's something special going on, and the Yankee personality showed through.
Johnny Damon just got a pie in the face from the starter of today's game, A.J. Burnett.
A.J. came up with that right after the first walk-off. You know, he said, I'm going to go get some shaving cream and pie the guy. So it just kind of went from there.
A.J. has struck again.
You got to give him the credit for the pie. And now it just seems when something special like that happens, everybody's waiting for him to go and throw the pie.
Shaving cream in the face, courtesy of A.J. Burnett.
The walk-off wins kept breeding walk-off wins.
Into right center field. Here comes Cano. The Yankees have come back to win another.
You almost got the sense that the rallying cry was, who wants pie today?
I'm hungry.
Another walk-off weekend for the Yankees.
A.J. Burnett will go lather up a pipe.
I think the fans really enjoyed it. I think the players enjoyed it. I have no problem with it because it only happens after we win.
A walk-off home run for Nick Swisher.
As they have their Major League leading 17th come from behind victory and their 9th win in their final at-bat.
And when you see a bunch of guys running and hugging and, having a good time, it's like a bunch of kids out there, man.
This was, of course, a departure from previous Yankee teams.
You guys, shut the operation down! Shut it down!
I would say our clubhouse is a little bit more boisterous this year. It's probably a little bit looser this year. And a lot of it has started with Swish and AJ.
You got guys like myself and AJ who have kind of started maybe to do it a little more different than what they've been used to doing it in the past.
These Yankees were different, but some things never change, like the captain, Derek Jeter, who had a most historic season.
There it is. For 72 years, Lou Gehrig has been the Yankees' all-time hits leader. Now, Derek Jeter stands alone atop the Yankees' Mount Olympus.
Gehrig is passing names like Ruth and Gehrig and DiMaggio and Berra and Mantle. Those are not just big names, those are iconic names.
Still another Yankee icon would also reach a milestone.
The 500th save for Mariano Rivera, the second in history to reach that plateau.
And all along, the Yankees continued to win, grabbing a stronghold on first place as the second half unfolded. And one question had been fully answered. For up until August, the Yankees were 0-8 on the season against their hated rivals.
And the question was, well, the Yankees are good, but they can't seem to beat the Boston Red Sox.
That one's drilled deep to left field. There it goes. See ya!
And that was a great series for us. And we ended up sweeping them 4 games.
A walk-off two-run home run for Alex Rodriguez.
Everybody was saying, well, that was the monkey on their back. They couldn't beat the Red Sox. Well, that was the beginning of them really starting to pound the Red Sox, where they took 9 of the last 10 games that they faced them.
And a big reason for their second half surge was their equally big ace.
This is why CC Sabathia signed with the Yankees. He's been almost unbeatable. He's lost only 1 start since the All-Star game. He delivered a 19-win season.
Sabathia, a complete game shutout. A complete game shutout.
By season's end, the Yankees had 103 victories, the most in the majors, and they'd done it in style with 51 comeback wins.
And the Yankees have done it again. The comeback kids striking the Bronx.
And 15 worthy of pies.
And the year of the walk-off continues. The year of the walk-off continues.
The swagger's back, and the feeling of being able to win every single game is back here.
The Yankees have won the American League East, and the great Rivera was center stage to wrap it up.
Clinching the American League East was our first goal, but we knew that we had a lot of work ahead of us to get to where we wanted.
Back in the playoffs, the team that was built to win set about its task. And perhaps no one felt a greater weight this October than their much talked about third baseman.
They keep talking about it's been so much different for A-Rod with a different focus, a different mindset.
Alex Rodriguez has been a point of fascination with the Yankees and Yankee fans for years now, especially when it comes to winning big games.
But now October, which has been a problem in recent years for A-Rod.
Well, it's important. I mean, everyone talks about this slump or that slump. The truth of the matter is you're looking for one moment or 2 moments to help the team win.
And as fate would have it, one of those moments emerged in Game 2 of the Division Series, down by 2 to the Twins in the 9th.
Fly down center field, well hit, at the track, he's done it again! An unbelievably dramatic 2-run home run, and the game is tied at 3.
And it wasn't just a home run, it was an absolute blast. And again, the sheer elation that you could see from the team and the joy on his face.
Watch A-Rod's reaction. Let's the bench know. I got it.
My emotions have been under control, for the most part this whole October. I've been just focusing on winning games and trying to do something to help the team win.
There's Bedlam in the Bronx as Alex Rodriguez, a new man in 2009.
A-Rod's clutch hit set the stage for another dramatic finish.
Swung on and line to left field. Down the line, it is gone! Gone! It's a walk-off by Mark Teixeira.
New York took a 2-0 lead and a red-hot A-Rod into Minnesota, where the Bombers continued to live up to their nickname.
And it is gone! Alex Rodriguez has tied the game. 2 home runs, 6 RBIs in this series.
The Yankees swept the Twins aside, and in the championship series, Alex continued his magnificent postseason play.
It is high, it is far, it is gone! He's done it again! It is the 3rd time in the playoffs that A-Rod has hit a game-tying home run. Unbelievable, the feats of Alex Rodriguez.
That was unbelievable. There were so many questions coming into this postseason about him, and what I think he was able to do is enjoy it. He seemed relaxed going into the playoffs, and he did what he does best, and that's play the game at a high level.
And a playoff renaissance continues for Alex Rodriguez.
That is the stuff that Hollywood is made out of.
Alex's postseason has been outstanding, and we don't get to the World Series maybe if it's not for Alex and what he did in the first 2 rounds.
A-Rod was sensational, but in the postseason, pitching is always paramount. And the Yankees starting staff proved that point, led by LCS MVP CeCe.
How about this start for the Yankee ace? 7 strikeouts through 7, electrifying this crowd at Yankee Stadium.
And as always, the team felt secure turning the game and the series over to their incomparable closer.
And now Mariano and the Yankees are 1 strike away.
Yankees win the pennant.
Ball game over. American League Championship Series over. Yankees win. The Yankees win.
Yankees will be aiming for their 27th World Championship.
The Yankees' foes were imposing. After all, they were the defending champs.
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
And when the 2009 season got underway, they were looking to become just the 4th National League team ever to repeat.
We enjoy the game like I think we do, and we play like I think we can. We are the team to beat.
I think the main worry was if we were going to come back ready.
You ready, buddy?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready. You excited? Yeah.
We all came back ready to go and look forward to the challenge.
We have an opportunity to have legendary status in this game if our team can win again. You never know when a dynasty can start, and I think the guys on our team are hungry to do that.
They certainly had the offensive weapons, a powerful lineup that could match up with anyone, led by a trio of stars.
I think the key is that they have a core of guys, you know, Jimmy Rollins, Chase Utley, Ryan Howard.
Unbelievable. These guys have such a great nucleus of players.
They've supplemented it with Shane Victorino.
Get on base so I can drive you in tonight.
And Jason Worth.
It's win number 10 in a row. Yeah. Jason Worth.
Worth's career year in 2009 took an already formidable lineup to another level, as did the addition of Raul Ibanez.
He is the best acquisition that anybody could have made during this offseason.
They led the National League with 224 home runs.
And that one is gone!
4 Phillies hit 30 or more home runs to tie a major league record.
Game tied! 3-run homer, bottom of the ninth!
Collectively as a group, when they are hitting the ball, they're almost impossible to beat simply because they hit the ball out of the ballpark.
When they won it all in 2008, their closer was exceptional.
How does Brad Lidge duplicate what he did last year? It's impossible.
Perfect in the regular season, perfect in the postseason.
You can't top perfection.
But in 2009, their bullpen, especially Lidge, was their Achilles heel.
It has been a long year for Brad Lidge. 11 long saves for Lidge.
That's why you play 162 games. You're going to have your ups and downs. He's going to be there when we need him.
They certainly needed an ace down the stretch, and Cliff Lee exceeded all expectations.
The Cliff Lee trade, I think, was perfect for Philadelphia. They needed a starting pitcher. Cliff Lee was last year's Cy Young Award winner.
He became an instant hero.
Strike 3 called, and the game is over.
Another midseason pickup also had quite a resume.
3-time Cy Young Award winner, 8-time All-Star. Got him. 9 strikeouts for Pedro Martinez.
And it's been a good pickup for them.
You know, adding the pitching with a great lineup and a great defense, obviously it's the perfect combination.
The Phillies certainly were a confident bunch.
Watch him out. Watch him out.
But they walked the walk to back up the talk.
The Phillies have won the National League East for the 3rd consecutive year.
You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
We're trying to get in there and take care of business.
Come October, they embraced the role of defending champs.
If you win a World Series, you're going to have that target on your back.
They are a battling team. They will fight back.
Whatever the opponent brings to the table, we've got to do better.
And they did just that. Losing just 2 games en route to the World Series.
Live from Yankee Stadium in New York, it's New York Yankees baseball tonight, the first game of the 2009 World Series.
It had been too long, but the Fall Classic was finally back in the Bronx.
You know, we hadn't been in a World Series in 6 years, and you know, that's what you play for. You have one goal, and that goal is to get to the World Series and try to win a championship.
The Yankees won the World Series the first year that Yankee Stadium opened back in 1923, and that is the way the Yankees intend to christen this new version of Yankee Stadium.
There is not a bigger stage, there's not a bigger spotlight than being in New York.
Aura and mystique are really about the players on the field. I know we talk about the ghosts all the time, but it's not the spirits floating around the stadium, it's the guys on the field.
And those men in pinstripes had finished with the best home record in baseball. But the Phillies could claim the Major League's best road record. Something had to give.
It's going to be tough. I mean, for us to be the champions, we have to beat the champions. And I think that's what everybody in baseball wanted to see.
You can tell right away if a World Series is going to have buzz or not. This one's going to have a lot of buzz.
Due in part to the confident swagger of those defending champs, made clear to all of New York when one brash Philly boldly predicted another parade.
Charlie, what do you think of Jimmy's prediction?
What was Jimmy's prediction?
Jimmy predicted you guys would win in 5, and if you're feeling nice, 6.
I don't, what do I think is, but, hopefully it's a good one.
I played against Jimmy. He's a confident man, and in my opinion, that's just telling me that he's got a lot of confidence in his team.
So, but you know, he's not playing the National League this week. He's playing the varsity.
Game one! Game one! We're in the Fall Classic, World Series. Get ready for this game. We call it the World Series.
Are you ready?
I was born ready.
I don't think you could have a better matchup here in Game 1. Why? Because in an ironic twist, two guys who were teammates with the Cleveland Indians are facing off in this World Series, CC Sabathia and Cliff Lee.
We developed a pretty good relationship there and became friends over time, and it was kind of neat for me personally to get to match up against him in the World Series.
It's just weird, you know, because a couple years ago we were talking about, you know, maybe pitching in the World Series together. Now we're in different clubhouses.
I know that both pitchers that we got out there are top-notch pitchers. Believe me, this matchup probably couldn't have been better.
Well, I really think that we have the two best teams in baseball, and we haven't had that for a while. That's why this is going to be a great series.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a chilly night in the Big Apple. We bring you Game 1 of the Fall Classic.
The lineups are being exchanged at home plate.
The Yankees are now taking the field, led by their captain, Derek Jeter.
Go!
Game 1 of the 105th World Series is about to begin. CC Sabathia, the big left-hander, to Jimmy Rollins, batting right-handed, and the pitch. It's buttered up the first base side. Coming down the line is Teixeira. He gloves it, and he tags Rollins out. And just like that, there is one away.
Both starters traded zeros, but in the third, Chase Utley made Sabathia work.
Fouled some tough pitches, worked a full count, and there's a fastball pretty much down the middle.
Swung on a high fly to right and deep.
Hit off the end of the bat a little bit, but down the right field line, Yankee Stadium's pretty short.
He's at the wall, leaps, can't get it, it's gone! A home run for Chase Utley! What an at-bat!
That's the one thing that people say about Chase Utley. It's just a tough at-bat.
Philadelphia draws first blood, and the Phils take a 1-0 lead.
That's now 56 pitches for Sabathia.
It was the first home run CC had given up to a left-handed batter at Yankee Stadium all year long.
Sabathia does not look as sharp as he has the first 3 tries this postseason.
Armed with a slim lead, Cliff Lee began to carve up the potent Yankee lineup and was mildly surprised by his success.
With the break that I had in between my last 2 starts, I thought I was going to be a little rusty early.
0-2, swinging and miss, he struck him out. Jeter goes down on strikes.
He was locked in from the get-go. Sometimes it only takes one run for him to really lock it in.
Struck him out swinging. A very strong first inning for Cliff Lee.
Getting through the first inning fairly quickly was big for me and kind of set the tone for the game.
Phillies fans had seen this before. Lee was in cruise control.
Cliff Lee has struck out the side here in the fourth inning.
When he got ahead, he was able to put guys away. You know, he struck quite a few guys out and he kept guys off balance.
On the other side, Sabathia was not at the top of his game, but he still kept his team close.
You know, he's not as sharp, yet here it is in the sixth. 1 run, 2 hits.
CC did his job for us. We just weren't able to get things done against Cliff.
CC retired 8 men in a row after giving up the home run to Utley, but Chase came up again in the 6th.
0-2 count, he threw a fastball right there, and I was able to put the barrel on it.
Swung on, hit in the air, deep to right field. Swisher doesn't even venture back. That one is gone into the bleachers. It's the second home run of the night for Chase Utley, and the Phillies lead it 2-0.
On the second home run, we wanted a little, the fastball to be a little bit higher, and obviously too much of the plate.
Utley is the second left-handed batter to hit 2 home runs, a left-handed pitcher in a World Series game. The other one, Babe Ruth. Wow.
After I gave the second home run to Utley, I kind of felt like we were down 10-0, not 2-0.
And that was in part because Lee was making it look so easy.
All the while, Cliff Lee looks like he's barely broken a sweat.
He went out and controlled the game from pitch 1.
His stuff is popping here tonight.
ほぼ完璧なピッチングでね、つけ入る隙がほとんどなかったと思います。
Nice game, bro.
The Phillies had seized home field advantage back from the Yanks. 3 more wins, and Jimmy Rollins was a prophet.
Tonight, Game 2 of the 2009 World Series, a game the Yankees really have to win.
We're playing a very good baseball team, and you don't want to spot them 2 games when it's the best of 7.
Well, our prediction is the home team take it in 7. We give them a little head start on game 1 because we want to make it exciting.
Having already stolen home field advantage, the Phillies turn to 38-year-old Pedro Martinez. Electric atmosphere tonight because of Pedro Martinez.
Manuel has created quite a stir with the Pedro Martinez for Game 2. The media is fascinated with the idea of Pedro pitching here, thinking they'd never see Pedro again. He's one of the great New York enemies.
Here come the men that New York loves to hate. I don't know if you have realized this, but I might be the most influential player that ever stepped in Yankee Stadium.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Pedro Martinez with 17 strikeouts. You talk about domination.
When you have 60,000 people chanting your name, you have to consider yourself someone special.
It is a base hit, and the Yankees have come all the way back.
I mean, what can I say? Just tip my hat and call the Yankees my daddy.
I'm not a violent man.
He's not saying to use your head. He's saying, I'll hit you in the head.
I'll hit you in the head.
I mean, come on.
I respect elders.
Don Zimmer went into Pedro Martinez's face, and Pedro threw him down.
I just know I'm a pitcher, and I'm out there to beat you with whatever I have.
Well, Pedro no longer wears that Boston B on his cap, but here at Yankee Stadium, still has a bullseye on his chest.
The Yankees will counter with A.J. Burnett. And the Yankees, who have been very good so far in this postseason, have not found themselves in this position just yet, and that is in what you might call a must-win scenario.
I didn't want to be too calm. I didn't want to be too nervous. I wanted to live in the moment, having it be my first World Series start. So my main concern was to get ahead, and to get ahead with conviction.
Flashbulbs going off as we're underway in Game 2 tonight.
To come out and feed off that crowd, I think that really helped me from the get-go.
Right off the bat, he was hitting his spots with his fastball. You could see Molina sit up inside on the left-handed hitters.
Pitch is strike 3. Fastball inside corner.
Watch his fastball moving from left to right.
Terrific movement on that fastball.
And you know these hitters are going to have a hard time with it.
Every time he takes the mound, he has a chance to throw a no-hitter. His stuff is that good.
Burnett breezed through the first inning, and in the face of the heated hype, Pedro displayed his playoff cool.
You knew Pedro Martinez could handle it. He wasn't going to get rattled by anything going on around him.
And good start for Pedro as he gets Derek Jeter.
It seems like every time they start to chant that, I get better.
Cabrera is down swinging.
And better.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
And better.
He loves this limelight, and he thrives on it.
Burnett encountered his first bit of trouble in the top of the second when Raul Ibanez showed how baseball is a game of inches.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Phil's looking for their first base runner of the night here in a scoreless game.
Fly ball along the left field line, shallow. Racing in and to his right is Damon. That ball hits right on the line and then bounces up and into the crowd. An automatic double for Ibanez.
With Raul on second and 2 out, 17-year veteran Matt Stairs had the chance to give the Phils the lead.
A look back at second base. Here's the pitch. Stairs swings and hits one sharply under the glove of A-Rod and into left field. Around third is Ibanez. He's trying to score. The throw from Damon is offline, and the Phillies have a 1-0 lead.
In the fourth, the Phillies put another man on base when Jason Worth singled to right.
You're in a tight ball game. Every base runner is the potential to really change the game.
Worth can run. He stole 20 out of 23. Not only did the Phils run, but more importantly, they ran successfully.
Here's a pitch now. That's low and inside. A snap throw to first, and he's out. Jose Molina picked him off at first base.
That was one of the most athletic plays, one of the most spectacular plays I've seen as a first baseman.
Just a brilliant throw by Jose Molina.
Tried to go back in standing up, and he stumbled and came off the bag.
When you can get the crowd fired up like that, I think it fires up the pitcher, and that's what it seemed to do to Burnett.
Chuck came out swinging, fastball away, and he had some juice on the old fastball.
Instead of overthrowing, I kind of just stay within myself.
Bottom of the fourth, 1-0 Philadelphia. And the Yankees have done nothing with Pedro. 1 single and 1 walk. Here is Teixeira to lead it off.
I was trying to be aggressive off Pedro. I know his off-speed pitches were working so well. First pitch, he threw me a fastball that missed.
And there's ball 1 inside.
The next pitch was up in the zone, and I put a good swing on it.
There's 1-0 pitch. Is flying in the air to right center field. Back at the wall. Tie game. Home run Teixeira.
It's a momentum changer. After giving up the 1 run and us being down 1, to have him come up and have a huge at-bat like that really changed the game.
AJ, meanwhile, was bewildering the Phillies lineup with his devastating hook.
Breaking ball, 1-0 miss. And Jimmy is strikeout victim number 6.
There are people who will tell you he has the best curveball in baseball, and Game 2 showed you why.
3 times tonight, Ryan Howard has struck out, and a total of 7 on the night for A.J. Burnett.
A hitter like Howard mentioned that it's starting in the other batter's box. There's no way you can get to it because it breaks, and then all of a sudden it's on that outside part of the plate.
He's a strikeout victim. We're out number 3. A big punch out for Burnett.
With the game still tied in the 6th, Hideki Matsui came up with a plan.
しっかりボールを絞ってね、打席に入ろうと思ってましたし、何球かファウル打ったのがね、運よく最後にその甘い球が来たという感じでしたね。
There's a shot into right. Back at the wall. 2-1 New York.
Matsui's hit so many big home runs for us this year, and last night was no different.
The 1-2 pitch in the right field seats. A thriller by Godzilla.
That was a big lift for us that put us up for the first time in the series.
With the Yankees now holding a 1-run lead, Pedro Martinez was down, but not quite out.
There's a lot of decisions for a manager, and in the postseason, those are going to get brought to the forefront.
Such as Charlie's decision to send Pedro back out in the 7th, following a brief chat.
Charlie Manuel went down to talk to Pedro Martinez. You can see Pedro saying, "I'm fine."
I kind of wondered if Grady Little had somehow come back to manage the Phillies.
Pats him on the backside and returns to the dugout.
Much like Little 6 years ago, Manuel felt Pedro had one more inning in him, a move that was open to second guessing.
Here is Pedro Martinez back for the bottom of the 7th inning as he approaches 100 pitches on the night.
In the other dugout, Joe was making all the right moves.
Everything Girardi touched in Game 2 turned to gold for him. None better than Jerry Hairston.
Girardi had called on Hairston to give Nick Swisher a blow. And because of his past success against Pedro,
I was going to be more aggressive and really start to attack him.
Breaking ball is grounded foul off third.
I was able to get a pretty good pitch to handle, and I was able to dump it into right field.
Hairston off the end of the bat into right field. first with a leadoff single.
Girardi pinch ran for Hairston with Brett Gardner and kept the pressure on.
Gardner takes his lead. Martinez holds the set. Feliz creeps in at third. Pitch, hit and run, base hit. Yeah! Gardner goes to third. It's a base hit for Melky, and the Yankees have first and third, no one out.
Once again, Pedro stayed in a little too long.
That'll do it for Pedro Martinez.
107 pitches. These fans chance to serenade Pedro.
He's hearing it from every corner of the ballpark in the Bronx.
A slow walk off the hill is Pedro with a grin. He looks up into the stands.
I hope that everybody just enjoys that for as long as I am here.
The great Pedro Martinez.
Because I don't think you're going to be hearing from me very much after all this is done.
Pedro out, Park in, and a pinch hitter at the plate.
First and third, no one out. And here is Jorge Posada.
The situation really helped me a little bit, and having first and third and nobody out, I went out there and looked for a pitch that I can stay in the middle of the field.
Swung on line, base hit, center field. Gardner scores. It's a base hit and an RBI for Posada, and the Yankees take a 3-1 lead.
With 9 strikeouts, Burnett had been brilliant at a time when the Yankees needed him most. On came Rivera for a 2-inning save.
The man with more saves in postseason history than anyone else, and that is Mariano Rivera.
He's good. He's one of the best closers in baseball. But I've seen our team handle good pitching, scoring runs late in the game.
The Phillies put runners on first and second against Rivera. And with Utley at the plate, Manuel faced another one of those game-changing decisions.
If you're Charlie Manuel, do you risk running Rollins from second base and Victorino from first base? Because if you do run them, you will open up some holes.
Utley's a left-hand hitter, and Posada's got a straight shot at Rollins. And I want Howard to hit, too.
The pitch is swung on a double play, ground ball to second. Cano has it, the second one. Jeter to first. Double play. The inning is over. And Rivera gets through the trouble.
When Joe called upon him for 6 outs, it's huge for a guy like Mariano to be able to come in and finish the job off against a tough lineup.
But Mighty Mo would do just that.
This will be the 39th pitch of the night for Rivera. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The ball game is over, and the Yankees have tied the World Series at a game apiece.
Mariano's been so good for so long that it's just amazing what he's capable of doing.
A 2-inning save for Rivera, and a tough one. 39 pitches to get it done, but get it done he did.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome as the scene shifts to Philadelphia. After the Phillies split 2 with the Yankees in New York, these two teams look to get a leg up in Game 3 of the World Series.
First things first, the weather update, the rain starting to fall, and starting to fall pretty hard.
I wasn't really concerned that we were going to be rained out. The radar had said that there was going to be rain. It was a little bit harder than all of us thought. But we knew that we were going to play. We just didn't know when we were going to start.
Once we do get going, Cole Hamels, last year's World Series MVP, is going to get out there for the Phillies. As for the Yankees, they give the ball to Andy Pettitte.
During that rain delay, I was trying to stay mentally locked in. The problem is you can only hold your focus for a certain amount of time. So I closed my eyes and dozed off for a few minutes and shut myself down.
It's that kind of unflappable approach to a crucial game that has allowed Andy to become the all-time leader in postseason wins, starts, and innings pitched.
Pettitte has been old reliable, just as we remember him from the past.
The past for Cole Hamels brought him a World Series MVP, but 2009 had been a struggle.
A 1-1 record in his 3 starts and a .675 earned run average.
They just need a real good start from him tonight because that could put the Phillies in an outstanding position in this World Series.
Here is some great news. The tarp is coming off here in Philadelphia, and these fans are ready to go, delay or not.
This place is wild.
This crowd is absolutely going after it. Flashbulbs popping here at Citizens Bank Park as we are underway tonight.
And with the crowd behind him, Cole got off to a fast start.
Hamels jam Jeter and get gets the out.
Very big for Hamels to get off to a good start.
I was in Tampa last year, and Hamels was lights out. We couldn't get to him. I'm just hoping he's not the same guy.
This big crowd has been roaring on every pitch. Strike 3 call, the fastball to the outside corner. And a very strong first inning for Hamels.
The old Cole Hamels appeared to be back. Now it was the Yankees' turn to see how Andy would handle the long wait.
After that rain delay, it felt good, but never felt like I was cranked up and ready to go like I was the first time.
Starting pitchers, they're creatures of habit. They have their routine starting about an hour and a half before game time. That gets disrupted, then they have to start all over again. It threw Andy off a little bit.
Scoreless game in the second. Jason Worth will start it off.
Jason Worth, a big, strong hitter.
There's a high fly ball. It's deep to left. This one is gone. His 6th home run of the postseason, and he's given the Phillies a 1-0 lead.
When the Phillies see an opening, they often pounce. With 1 out, they put runners on first and second, and then got a gift from Hamels.
Out for the plate, Posada and Pettit both let it roll.
Nice. What a perfect bunt.
Big play in that inning was we didn't execute getting the out with the bunt.
Base hit for Hamels, who is up there to sacrifice, and the bases are loaded with 1 away.
If you walk rounds, it's not such a big deal.
He walks in a run. Jimmy Rollins works the walk. Phillies crosses the plate, and the Phillies lead 2-0.
No, the Yankees are in a heap of trouble.
There's courses in a game, especially in a World Series game, when the crowd is going crazy and you have to weather the storm.
This storm was a red and white tsunami coming out of the stands as the Phils made it 3-0 with a sacrifice fly. And now up came their hottest hitter.
There are going to be several pitches you got to make to get out of some situations. Fortunately enough, I was able to get through that inning.
That's strike 3 to end the inning.
Hold them to 3 runs and give our team a chance to fight back.
Just like they'd done 51 times in 2009, more than any other team. But Cole remained sharp.
Well, the Yankees have done absolutely nothing with Cole Hamels over the first 3.
For the first 3 innings, we had nothing. No walks, no hits, no nothing.
This is the Cole Hamels the Phillies saw last October.
A-Rod's every move this postseason had been caught on camera. Why should his first World Series hit be any different?
Here's one down the right field line, and it's high off the wall, a fair ball. Teixeira is at third and held there on a double off the wall to right, and the first World Series hit for Alex Rodriguez. Joe Girardi is going to go out and talk to the right field umpire.
Coaches and players started yelling. They thought it hit the camera.
Looked like it actually hit a camera above the right field wall and should be called a home run.
It was very hard to tell with that plexiglass they have their fence in Philadelphia.
If the camera weren't there, that ball would have gone out of the ballpark.
So we are going to have a replay situation and determine whether that ball would have left or not.
It's the first time instant replay's been used in the World Series. It couldn't be more fitting to have Al in the middle of that.
I didn't know it was a home run, but once my teammates came in from the dugout, they were waving at me that it was a home run. Then I was confident that the replay would get it right.
Here come the umpires now back onto the field. It is a home run.
So Alex Rodriguez hits a home run, a delayed home run, but nevertheless, it's an A-bomb from A-Rod, and just like that, the Yankees are in the game.
The home run broke Alex out of an 0-for-8 slump to start this World Series. Now, Nick Swisher was the only Yankee regular without a Fall Classic hit.
In the postseason, he has really struggled badly. 4 hits in 35 postseason at-bats.
Well, I think the biggest thing for me is taking that day off, in game 2.
That's when Girardi sat the struggling Swisher down in hopes that a little distance from the game would bring him back to form.
Swisher is going to break out of his slump here tonight. If batting practice is any indication, he was hitting rockets all over this park. I'm working towards getting ready.
Nick Swisher will lead off the 5th inning.
Hit on the ground fair over third, down the left field line. It'll be an extra base hit for Swisher. He heads towards second and is there.
After hitting that double down the left field line, just really got a lot of the frustrations out that I've had for the past couple of weeks.
Swisher represents the tying run. Keep in mind now, because we're in the National League ballpark, the pitcher's up next.
I know that I'm not up there to try to hit a home run or do anything like that. I was going to be swinging, though, with a runner in scoring position.
Here's Hamels to Pettit.
It's in the air to left. Looper coming on
Victorino can't get it.
It's going to dunk in for a hit. Swisher rounds third. Coming home. The throw is going to be not in time.
Andy Pettit has just delivered a hit to tie it.
Oh, it's tough to predict baseball. Who would predict that Pettit, who doesn't bat all year long, would get a base hit and knock in the tying run?
We're going to have to listen to Pettit now.
He's got a couple hits in his career, but he always reminds us of them.
He's been bragging about his hitting all year.
They do. They hear a lot about my hitting, and anytime interleague rolls around, I like to joke around with them and let them know that I can hit.
I'm sure that's something I'll be hearing 30 years down the line at Old Timers Day.
So Jeter made certain that he could answer Andy with a hit of his own. That put two men on and brought Damon to the plate with a chance to put his team on top.
Pettit is the lead runner. Derek Jeter, the trail runner. And here's Johnny Damon.
Swung on and line toward the alley in right center. It is a base hit going all the way to the wall. Pettit scores. Here comes Jeter in back of him. No throw. Oh, it's a two-run double for Johnny Damon. And the Yankees take a 5-3 lead.
After scoring just 4 runs in the first 2 games, the Yankees had come up with 5 in just 2 innings against a suddenly shaken Hamels.
For us to get some big hits in some big situations and get in their bullpen was obviously huge for us.
And the pen also fell prey to the swing of Swish.
Swung on, there it goes to deep left. That ball is high. It is far. It is gone. Nick is Swishalicious.
You're looking for one moment or 2 moments to help the team win. Nick has done a good job with that, and it was nice to see him break out with a big double and then a big home run.
By sticking with Swisher and with no DH, Girardi had made the decision to keep Hideki Matsui's hot bat on the bench.
チームがこういう風にやってほしいということに対してね、自分の精一杯なプレーでね、返しできたらいいなと思ってるし。
And that role in this game was to pinch hit in the 8th.
There's a drive into deep left field. That one is way back there. That ball is gone. A pinch hit home run for Hideki Matsui.
The Sayonara Kid pinch hits a home run in the 8th inning, and the Yankees take an 8-4 lead.
The Phillies did get to within 3 runs in the 9th, but their fate was sealed.
Mariano Rivera will come on and finish it out. He is having another terrific postseason.
Broken back pop up, and the Yankees win Game 3. The Yankees come from behind, trailing 3-0. They went to work. Their offense woke up. Nick Swisher, the double and a home run in this game.
The Yankees have now taken a 2-1 lead in the World Series.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a cool November night for baseball here in South Philadelphia. Tonight, the Yankees enter with a 2-1 series lead after an 8-5 win over the Phillies last night.
I live in the present, which is a gift. That's why it's called the present.
While Rollins was putting the past behind him, Girardi also focused on the present by sticking to a 3-man rotation. That meant his ace would be starting Game 4 on just 3 days rest. But it was a gamble he was willing to take.
We thought it was important to get our top 3 starters as many starts as we could in this series, and we're facing a very difficult lineup.
Starting a guy on short rest, always an interesting topic. CC Sabathia does have some experience, probably more experience than most guys in the majors with this.
Everybody makes a big deal out of going on 3 days rest, but I had a lot of rest, September. So, I kind of felt like I'd be good to go.
The Yankees had their ace on the mound. The Phillies countered with Joe Blanton, who had faced the Yankees 4 times in his career with no success.
Well, the thing that worries me about Blanton is his earned run average against the Yankees, over 8. So if the Yankee bats come alive against Joe Blanton, it could be a long evening.
And it didn't take long for those bats to show life. For after Jeter singled in the first, Johnny Damon kicked off a sensational night.
Swung on and drilled to deep right field down the line. There is a base hit. Jeter heads toward third. Johnny Damon pulls a double down the right field line. And the Yankees have a great start. They have second and third and no one out.
Teixeira knocked home the first run with a bit of small ball. And when A-Rod came to the plate, Blanton countered with some, hardball.
Alex Rodriguez's hit. He stares at his own bench as he's hit for the 3rd time in the last 2 nights.
Nobody likes to get hit, let alone 3 times. You could tell that they're trying to pitch him in, but they're missing by quite a bit in. And Alex at that point was frustrated.
Posada followed with a sacrifice fly to give New York a 2-0 lead and some much-appreciated breathing room for CC.
That definitely always relaxes you. You know, when the guys go out there and score early, you kind of feel like you got a little bit of a cushion to go out there and try to find a groove.
And a good start to this game 4 for the Yankees.
But Chase Utley was also in a groove, at least against Sabathia. And in the first with Shane on second, Chase continued his mastery.
Drives deep, right center field on the run. Swisher, he turns, he lets, it is off the top of the wall. Victorino around third, he'll come home to score. Chase Utley into second with an RBI double off the wall. It's 2-1.
But CC left Chase on base. And as the game moved along, he settled in.
Sliders struck him out swinging.
Once I get past that first inning, I start feeling pretty good there, and I'm able to pound the strike zone.
But in the 4th inning, Pedro Feliz did some pounding of his own.
Swung on line toward left field. Damon coming on. He can't get it. Howard's around third. Here's the throw to the plate. He is safe at the plate. The Phillies have tied this ball game up at 2 apiece.
CC once again held the fort in the 4th to keep the game tied at 2. Blanton had also settled down, retiring 11 straight Yankees, but there was still plenty of game to be played.
This has been a very resilient club. When this club gets behind, they feel that we can come back.
They can also break ties. And with 2 on and 1 out in the 5th, the captain led the charge.
A lot of times it's better to be lucky than it is good. So I was pretty fortunate that I just found a hole.
Jeter hits the ground ball into hole, and it is through to left field, a base hit. Here is Swisher, rounding third. Here comes the throw from Ibanez, not in time. It is a base hit and an RBI by the captain, and the Yankees take a 3-2 lead.
And they didn't stop there, for Damon was having a most memorable night.
Swung on and blew to shallow right. It's going to dunk in for a hit. Rounding third is Melky. Here comes the throw home. It's going to be wide. Melky scores, and the Yankees take a 2-run lead.
A win would give New York a 3-1 lead, and they did appear to be in control of this one. But the Phillies also had a penchant for coming back, and they began with another blast from Chase.
Swing and a drive, hit deep, right field, forget about this one, it is gone!
It was just one of those things, didn't make a good pitch and left a ball in the middle of the plate.
Chase Utley has taken CC deep again!
Maybe I started throwing to him underhand.
And he has made it a 1-run ball game at 4-3 here in the 7th.
Utley's 3rd home run of the series off Sabathia knocked CC out of the game. The struggling but always dangerous Howard was up next, and the Yankees countered with Damaso Marte, who had been lights out in the postseason.
Damaso Marte in to face Ryan Howard, lefty versus lefty. Here's the pitch.
Swung on a high fly to left field. Damon coming in. He makes the catch to end the inning. Once again, Marte does the job.
After starting most of the season, 24-year-old Jabba Chamberlain was now working out of the pen. And against the first 2 batters in the 8th, he was dazzling.
Chamberlain comes on and strikes out Worth and strikes out Ibanez. 2-away, here is Pedro Feliz.
Come on, Jabba! I get the side!
But all it takes is one errant pitch.
Chamberlain the windup and the pitch. Swung on, hit deep, left field. David just stares at it, going over his head and gone. Game time. Are you kidding me?
Chamberlain was 1 strike, 1 out away from giving the ball to Mariano Rivera, but Pedro really breathed a lot of new life into the Phillies and the fans at the ballpark.
They were so close, and couldn't finish the deal.
The Phillies closer, Brad Lidge, will make his debut in this World Series.
Lidge also retired the first 2 batters he faced as his 2009 postseason renaissance continued. But then along came the scorching Damon, and an epic confrontation ensued.
After being down 1-2 after the first 3 pitches, I had to just keep battling. I had to foul off some tough fastballs.
And Damon stays up there.
Johnny's a tough out, and he made himself an extremely tough out, fouled some tough pitches off.
This will be the 9th pitch of this at-bat from Brad Lidge to Johnny Damon.
Finally, I got another fastball, and I was able to bloop it in front of Raul Ibanez.
Line drive into left field's a base hit. And the top of the 9th inning continues. Come on!
That was a tenacious at-bat. And it reminded me of that at-bat that Paulo Neal had against Benitez, against the Mets in that World Series.
Neal, who got the Yankees started on their 9th inning rally with a fabulous time at bat, drawing a walk from Benitez on the 10th pitch.
To me, it was the key of the whole inning.
I think the biggest thing that was going through my mind over at first base was, when do I attempt to steal second base?
Lidge deals, Damon goes, pitch taken, the throw to second is way late. And Damon now runs toward third, and there's no one there because of the overshift.
Don't go, Johnny, don't. Oh, go, 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 Johnny. That was my thought.
What a brilliant play by Damon.
I noticed the shift when I was over at first base, so I took a shot.
The overshift was on, so Phillies took the throw. Damon got to second base, and he was off on the races.
Fortunately, I was blessed with great speed and still somewhat have it today.
He knew he could beat Phillies and did to the bag.
That's an instinctual play. That's not something that you can teach, and you have to know the situation, and you have to know that you can make it.
What alert heads-up base running by Johnny Damon.
I think that put the fear of maybe Brad Lidge throwing a slider in the dirt, and maybe we could score an easy run there, and he had to come to us with some fastballs.
One of those fastballs hit Teixeira, which brought one of the game's very best hitters to the plate.
As Johnny was going through that bat, I had a really good feeling that it was going to come down to me.
This is where he has been at his most dangerous in this postseason, late in a tight game.
And I was just prepared for the situation. I was very calm.
Now, Rodriguez has had 3 eventful at-bats against Lidge, including a home run to tie up a game in the 9th inning at Yankee Stadium in May.
I knew his slider was his money pitch, and I did not want to chase that pitch down in the dirt. I wanted to get a good pitch to hit and put a good swing on it.
And here's A-Rod in the batter's box. Lidge holds the set and deals. Swung on and line deep to left. It is a base hit. One hop off the left field wall. 1 run scores. Teixeira goes to third and holds up. It is a ribby 2-out double by Alex Rodriguez. And the Yankees take a 5-4 lead.
He got a pitch, and he didn't miss it, and that seems to be what has happened during the postseason. He's come up with big hit after big hit for us.
That not only puts them ahead, it puts Mariano Rivera in the game.
Posada followed with a 2-run single to give Rivera some breathing room. And you put Mo on the mound in the bottom of the 9th with a 3-run lead. And well, 8 pitches later, game over.
Grounded weakly to first. Teixeira fields, steps on the bag. Ball game over. Yankees win. The Yankees win.
The Yankees with 3 runs in the 9th inning win this game tonight in Philadelphia.
Feels very good. We battled in a tough environment here in Philadelphia. Hopefully we can get another win soon.
Good job. Good job. Great job.
All I think about is playing a good game tomorrow. Go out and play a good game tomorrow, and let's see where we're at. Continue to play the type of baseball that we're capable of playing.
This was some big win. And they can wrap it up tomorrow night. It certainly puts them in a great position.
We've been down this road before, and we have to stay very focused. Those guys are the world champs over there. They're going to come out fighting tomorrow, and so are we.
From Citizens Bank Park, tonight, the Philadelphia Phillies take on the New York Yankees in Game 5 of the 2009 World Series as the Phillies with their backs against the wall.
I think we take a lot of pride on being resilient and the way we bounce back. I know that we're going to come out and play to win.
It was their only recourse. For 27 outs and the lead was all the Yankees needed for their 27th World Championship.
I'm excited. This is what you play for, you know. Dream about it as a kid, and I'm going to be one step away from it. It feels good.
Tonight could be the clincher for the Yanks.
The Phillies turn to their ace, Cliff Lee, to keep this series alive.
Crazy in love with their #1 pitcher, who would have to come up big to send the series back to New York.
Cliff's been outstanding ever since the day we got him. He's pitched unbelievable.
Anytime you get an opportunity to jump on board with the defending world champions, made it easier for me to just kind of come in and try to give the team a chance to win.
To go prepare and try to get ready for Game 5, and hopefully we take care of business today.
Tonight, A.J. Burnett will pitch on 3 days rest against left-handed Cliff Lee.
It's interesting, you know, you got two country boys from Arkansas going up, and it's going to be fun.
Represent Arkansas. That's a great game.
Nobody has been as good as Cliff Lee.
True, but the Yankees were looking to draw first blood with the hero of Game 4 at the plate in the first.
And with 2 out, a runner at first, here's Rodriguez.
I thought overall it was the second time we saw him, which favors the hitter, and I thought our approach was much better.
Fastball, base hit into the right field corner. Jason Worth will get to it. Damon is coming around third. Here's the throw by Utley, and too late. 1-0 New York in the first inning of Game 5.
Lee would escape further damage, and Burnett quickly ran into trouble when he struggled with his command.
Victorino is hit by the pitch.
There is 2 on and no one out. This is not the way Burnett wanted to begin the game.
2 men on base, and the series' long ball leader was now coming to the plate.
Chase Utley, he has 3 home runs in this World Series. There's a high deep drive. Back it goes. Deep into the night and gone. Chase Utley with his 5th home run of the postseason. His 4th home run of the Fall Classic, and none bigger.
When Chase came back into 3-run homer, of course, that gave us a lead.
Phillies lead it 3-1.
Definitely, I think that gave Cliff a little breathing room, and you know he went out and settled in it.
Strike 3 called, and Lee sprints off the mound with a 1-2-3, top of the second.
Fortunately for the Phillies, this was not the Burnett they saw in Game 2.
His location was not good that night, and they made him pay.
Swung on line in the middle. There's a base hit center field. And the Phillies take a 4-1 lead.
And they were aggressive on him, and they jumped on him early.
An RBI single for Raul Ibanez. 5-1 Phillies lead.
And that'll be it for A.J. Burnett, who on 3 days rest lasts only 2+ innings.
With the game seemingly in hand, Utley came up with a chance to add his name to the World Series record books.
And a shot into right. How about this series for Utley? He has done it again! Chase Utley with his 2nd multi-homer game in this World Series.
Obviously, it's great company. At some point, not right now, maybe I'll look back on it and see what kind of special moment it is.
Say hello to Mr. November, or Mr. October.
It seemed like a laugher with the Phillies up by 6 and Lee on the mound, but these Yankees never quit all year, and this was no time to start.
Swung on and launched to left field. Ibanez racing to left center off his glove. A-Rod knocks in 2, and the Yankees trail 8-4.
Cliff threw a very good game, but he was not quite as sharp as he was in Game 1. It took us a while to score some more runs off him, but we finally got to him.
Pitching change here in the 8th.
In the 9th, the Phillies called on Ryan Madsen to protect the 3-run lead, and New York brought the tying run to the plate.
At third is Posada, on at first Matsui. There's nobody out, and the Yankee captain Derek Jeter is coming to the plate.
I think everybody's going, Derek Jeter, all this guy does is come up with clutch hits in the postseason. He's going to come up with something big here.
Rollins charging, he's got it. There's one, relay to first. Hit time, a double play. A run scores, but the Phillies trade it for 2 outs.
That was a huge double play. Kind of let everybody relax a little bit.
Madsen ready. Here's the 1-2. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the ball game is over.
We were fortunate enough to get out of there with a win. You know, it's Game 6 coming up.
The Phillies are still alive as we head back to the Big Apple for Game 6.
Could the Phillies pull off an incredible series comeback in New York? They sure thought so.
You know, we're confident, and I feel like we're going to go out there and hopefully come out on the good end.
Find ourselves back in the Bronx for a Game 6 after an 8-6 win for the Phillies in Game 5, cutting the series lead for the Yankees down to 3-2. The picture is clear. A Phillies win tonight forces a winner-take-all Game 7 tomorrow night. A Yankees win this evening gives New York its 27th World Championship.
Tonight is the night they'd like to wrap it up, and if they do it, it will be the first World Series championship in the brand new Yankee Stadium.
So it's another shot for Joe Girardi to clinch the Yankees' first World Series title since 2000.
The interesting thing that kept coming back to my mind is in 1996, my first championship as a player was accomplished in Game 6. How interesting would it be if my first championship as a manager was accomplished in Game 6?
You know, to do it with this bunch of guys, we have a great team with one goal, one mission. And, you know, from day one, this is what we all dream about.
I think it was only fitting. You know, we would have loved to have won in Philly, but to go there and win 2 out of 3, I don't know if a lot of people expected us to do that and then get the opportunity to win it at home in Yankee Stadium. I think it's only fitting.
Now, how excited are you going to be if the Yanks win tonight, Game 6?
I think it's going to be crazy here. I mean, as you know, it's just going to be absolute madness.
It's nice. Game 6 trying to push to Game 7 tonight.
It's good to see someone my size out here. Hey, I like it.
I don't quite qualify. I'm still looking up now.
Go for the Yankees tonight. I'm a baseball fan. I just like watching good baseball, good pitching.
Andy Pettitte for the Yankees is pitching on 3 days rest. We've talked a lot about that in this series because all the Yankee starters have been going on 3 days rest.
I'm more concerned about how he's going to react on 3 days than I was AJ.
I don't even remember when the last time I went on 3 days rest.
But he has not worked on 3 days rest in 3 years.
Obviously, it's a little concerned just seeing how my body is going to feel. I don't know how I feel. I know I felt terrible the other night, and I was on 6 days rest, you know.
I was not worried about the 3 days rest because this time of year, you don't get tired. He had some extra rest in September, and your emotions and the adrenaline is going to take over.
Well, Andy's going to be a guy. He knows what's at stake. He's been there before.
I've played with Andy since I've been 18 years old in the minor leagues, and I've seen him pitch in every big game possible, whether it's game 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it doesn't make a difference. And he's a guy we have the utmost confidence in. I don't care where we're playing, who we're playing. You know, we think that he can get the job done.
On the other side for Philadelphia, 38-year-old Pedro Martinez gets the ball tonight.
The hopes of all of Philadelphia rest on the shoulders of a one-time rival and a former New Yorker to boot.
It's funny how things come full circle. If someone would have told us that we'd be facing Pedro Martinez in a World Series game in 2009, I don't think too many people would have believed it.
Pedro and Pettitte, 2 long-time rivals for the first time in the postseason.
I don't have enough words to describe how excited I am about being here.
How good will he be on 5 days rest?
Does the 3-time Cy Young Award winner have enough left?
I feel really good. I'm confident that I'm going to be able to do as much as I can.
Enough to trade in his self-proclaimed old GOAT label.
You know, just see two old GOATs out there doing the best they can.
For that of a World Series hero.
He loves to compete, and he's definitely dying to pitch again in Yankee Stadium.
I can't really tell you what to expect, but I'm going to go out there and try, like I always do.
You don't know how you're going to feel until that batter steps in the batter's box and the adrenaline starts getting going.
Well, we are all set to go.
And you figure out where you're at that night.
The first pitch on the way, it's high and wide.
Good start for Pettitte.
A brisk inning for Pettitte, just 8 pitches.
And while he didn't look sharp, Pedro also got through the first inning unscathed.
And a 1-2-3 start for Pedro Martinez.
But trouble loomed for Martinez in the second after he worked a bit too carefully to A-Rod.
A 4-pitch walk for Alex Rodriguez to start the inning.
Hideki was such an important part of our lineup this year because he was the guy that hit behind Alex Rodriguez. And if you were going to pitch around Alex, a good portion of the time you were going to pay.
Matsui had homered off Pedro in Game 2 and once again had a plan.
とにかくね、甘いボールがね、あまり
来ないピッチャーですから、ストレートの甘いところをね、とにかくそこに来たら逃さないという気持ちで打席に入ってました。
Swung on and hit in the air to right. That ball is high. It is far. It is gone.
2-0 New York. And Matsui has his third home run in only 10 at-bats in this World Series.
For him to battle Pedro, who is the ultimate competitor, who really knows how to pitch, he was amazing. He put us ahead 2-0, and I thought that was extremely important to give Andy a lead to work with.
And after 2 innings, the Yankees lead it 2-0.
Pettit kept the Phillies off the board through 2. But in the third, they managed to plate a run thanks to a sacrifice fly from Rollins.
And the Phillies right away get one of those runs back. We go to the bottom of the third. It's the Yankees 2, the Phillies 1.
On this cold November night, it was clear that Pedro was not at his best. And in the bottom of the third, the game began to slip away.
Jeter drives one into center field. Starting back is Victorino, and he trapped it. That's a base hit for Jeter.
On a ball misplayed by Shane Victorino.
Ball 4, and it's 2 on with 1 out. Teixeira gets hit, and that's going to fill up the bases. They're all loaded up.
It was the Phil's worst nightmare. Godzilla, with a chance to do some serious damage.
追い込まれていたということでね、必ずね、際どいところは対応しなくちゃいけないという感じで、あのボールには非常にうまく打てたと思います。
Swing and line drive in the center field base hit.
Jeter scores. Here comes Damon. The throw is cut off.
A 2-run single for Matsui.
4-1 New York.
4-1 Matsui.
He's knocked in all 4 runs, and the Yankees have a 4-1 lead.
Up now by 3, and with Pettit in full command, the Yankees coasted into the bottom of the 5th, having put an end to Pedro's gutty performance.
Chad Durbin takes over for Philadelphia in the 5th. Pedro Martinez goes 4.
Jeter opened the frame with a ground rule double.
So Derek Jeter has his second hit of the ball game.
Hairston sacrificed him to 3rd, and now looking to break out of his series-long slump was Mark Teixeira.
Teixeira is 2 for 20, hitting 100 in this World Series. Teixeira into right center field and a base hit.
Jeter scores. It's a ribby single for Mark Teixeira.
3rd hit of the World Series. It is 5-1 Yankees.
Tex played such an important role in our lineup this year, and it seemed like when we needed a hit, Tex could get us going, and he did it in Game 6.
Teixeira finally having some success swinging the bat.
Rodriguez followed with his 2nd walk of the night, setting the table once again for the pride of Japan, looking to carve his name into the fresh new limestone of Yankee Stadium.
Big hand for Hideki Matsui. As you look at the World Series numbers, 3 homers, 6 RBIs. He could be the MVP if the Yankees go on to win.
やっぱりそのね、ヤンキース打線の、ね、上位のバッターがね、非常に出塁率が高いですから、チャンスで回ってくることが多いということですよね。
2 men on. Rodriguez at first. Teixeira at second.
あの試合はまさしくランナーが塁にいて僕のところに回ってきて、そこでね、運よく打てた、しっかり打てたということなんですけど。
There'll be a 3-1 to Matsui. It is high, it is far, it is off the right center field wall. Teixeira scores, A-Rod scores.
And Matsui-san has 6 RBIs in the first 5 innings of Game 6.
He was unbelievable. 6 RBIs in the course of that game, and we only scored 7 runs. He was a big performer for us all year, and in the biggest game for us all year, he came up huge.
まあそれはやはりね、僕だけの力じゃなくてやっぱりね、その打線の力だと思います。やっぱ前を打つね、ジターから、ジョニー、テシエラ、エロッド、その力によるものもかなりあると思ってます。
Has anyone ever had, outside of Reggie Jackson, a better World Series clinching game than Matsui?
I mean, it had to be one of the greatest of all time in World Series history. I mean, 6 RBIs, and especially in a big game like that, kind of felt like we had a good chance of winning.
And the Yankees are busting it open. They lead the game 7-1.
Those insurance runs often come in handy, and this game was no different. For in the very next inning, Ryan Howard did something he hadn't been able to accomplish the entire World Series.
A two-run home run for Ryan Howard. And the Phillies have sliced this lead to 4. It is now 7-3 here in the top of the 6th inning.
Keep it going, man. Let's go.
It would be the final inning for a true Yankee legend. A man who had once again come up huge when they needed him most.
And that'll be it for Andy Pettitte.
He pitched a spectacular game. He's always been there for the Yankees, and he was there again.
Girardi takes the ball and Pettitte leaves the mound. A big game pitcher, that's for sure.
Andy's been huge for us all year, and to be able to have him being a lefty, I know he definitely helped me out a lot, and I know he helped AJ out a lot, and I call him the Godfather, so he's the leader of our pitching staff.
But before he could earn his record-tying third series-clinching win of the postseason, the bullpen would have to deliver.
Chamberlain comes in and ends the top of the 6th.
In the 7th, they had a couple runners on, and Utley was up, and we needed an out. And it didn't matter what kind of out it was, but we called on Domino to get Utley out like he had done all series, and he struck him out.
And Utley went, inning over.
3 pitches and out, 2 men stranded. The Phillies have 6 outs of life.
And a lot of people thought that we would go right to Mo in the 8th, but he had so much success with Howard. I thought if we could save Mo a few pitches, you never know how many he would need in the course of the next 2 innings. So we let him face Howard. He got Howard out as well.
Howard strikes out.
Having retired 12 of the 14 hitters he faced in the postseason, including the last 12 in a row, Marte was the Yankees' unsung hero.
2 strikeouts. He gets Utley, he gets Howard.
Java and Damaso pitched huge in the World Series. Those guys being able to come in and just get the ball to Mo. That was our whole motto. Anytime you hear that song and you see Mo trotting out of the bullpen, it's a good feeling.
And here comes Mariano Rivera.
He's been waiting a long time to get back to that stage.
Top of the 8th, over.
You could have thrown Mo out there for 10 innings and still wouldn't have caught us.
1 away in the ninth.
Me and AJ were just, trying to get ready to get out there to jump on everybody.
2 down in the 9th inning.
We knew we were going to win.
To the second baseman, Cano. The Yankees are back on top. World champions for the 27th time.
The 27th World Series championship in Yankees history.
The Yankees have won it all again.
Ball game over. World Series over. Yankees win. The Yankees win.
We couldn't have asked for anything more to happen at the new Yankee Stadium. It was an exciting year, and to win a championship, to top it all off, you couldn't have written a better script.
It's their 27th World Championship, the most of any team in any sport in the history of professional sports.
I'm excited. This is what you play for. It's what we dream about as a kid.
I don't even think my feet were touching the ground. I was extremely excited.
2009 right here.
Fired up. There were so many different emotions that were going through my mind.
The pressure that was on Alex Rodriguez now comes off of his shoulders. He was terrific in big spots in this postseason.
When I think about the tears in Alex's eyes, I think about the joy that he had felt and all the hard work that he had put in. He finally got a chance to be on top.
This is what I've dreamt of ever since I was 5 years old, and to do it with this bunch of guys. We have one goal, one mission. From day one, this is what we all dream about.
Well, they definitely have a great ball club. Every one of these guys can contribute to a victory, and it's just great to see a team.
Our team went on the field. We played the game the right way. We deserve to be standing here right now, and it's good to be back. This is right where it belongs.
ワールドチャンピオンというのは僕にとっても最も大きな目標だったし、びっくりするような出来事でしたね。自分自身予想してなかったですし。
Hideki Matsui is the MVP of the 2009 World Series.
僕の実力以上のパフォーマンスが出せたというふうに思ってます。
And what a special combination of new stars and the older stars who have remained to get the Yankees yet another world title, number 27.
That was amazing. You know, seeing the fans close up, they played a very important role for us, and I'm glad that we were able to bring back a championship to New York.
This is what you play this game for. This is what, when we come to spring training as a Yankee, that the organization, that the Steinbrenners, expect out of us.
The Yankees have won 7 of their 27 titles with George Steinbrenner at the helm. And in many ways, this one was extra special.
Dad, I know you're at home watching with Mom. This one is for you.
Steinbrenner is the reason why we're here, a big reason why we were a big team during the 90s and obviously 2000. So it was really important that on the stadium that he built for us that we can throw a little bit more champagne.
You always dream of what it would feel like and what you would say and what you would do. You just go with it.
The celebration was the first in the new Yankee Stadium clubhouse. And 2 days later, it continued in the streets, a canyon of heroes, cheered on by their fans one more time.
We want to thank everyone that came out here today. What a parade. It's unbelievable. We really forgot how great it feels.
Everyone talks about going from one stadium into the next stadium, and will the tradition carry on? And in my opinion, as long as you have the fans that we have, it'll continue. And you couldn't ask for the fans to be more energetic as they were this year at the new stadium.
The Yankees are back on top.
27.
World champions for the 27th time.
New ballpark, new faces, new number.
27.
Same pinstripes.
Number 27.
The Yankees' 27th title has brought with it memories that will endure. But now the future beckons, and with it, another quest.
Number 28.